All right, everybody. Happy Tuesday, 7:06 right now. Look at that pretty shot. Oh, that's our Lawrence cam. And it's always our best sunset. So happy to show that one tonight with that big, pretty blue sky. Oh, man, we got it made today. What do you think? What would you give today on a scale from 1 to 10? For me, it was a 10. I mean, I don't know what else you want. We hit 71 for a high temperature, blue skies, light winds. It's unusually warm for this time of year. We don't have any humidity. It's just about as good as weather gets. I mean, intoxicating, the kind of stuff where it's just tough to be inside. And we have more of that. We've got, I mean, it's not just a day or two, this whole streak of really pleasant weather that we really got into on Sunday. Sunday was the beginning of it, but it got fully charged yesterday and today, and you're going to like the next couple of days too. That said, we've had our eyes on the end of the week and early weekend from this next powerful storm system that's going to come through. And that's going to blow everything up. Going to change everything around on us. So we'll show you what we see today. So let's hop to it. All right, here's what we want to get ready for. These are the things that you want to know. First off is tomorrow and again on Thursday, 2 more days that are just off the charts nice. Spectacular, sunshine, warm, wind isn't a problem. We don't have any gripes. None of those days will we have any problems with. So enjoy them. But then we get into Friday, and we highlight that one with the first warn just so that one sticks out a little bit more. We've got a windstorm. Now, we just had a lot of wind last week with the blizzard, and we had 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. This one's not quite as strong, but it is strong enough that we could have some power loss. And on top of that, we could also throw in some severe thunderstorms. The windstorm is away from any thunderstorms, just regular background wind when it's sunny outside. But then we could get storms to fire and add to that with severe level winds and hail and that kind of thing. Finally, on Saturday, and I might have to get my face off of here, another first warn as we start your weekend, as we see a notable temperature drop. It comes down by about 20 to 25 degrees, and it's still windy. I'm not saying cancel your plans on Saturday. I'm just saying if you've got weekend plans and they're outside, that might disrupt them. It might be less than ideal weather for you as you go about your plans and what you're going to look ahead to. So let's look at this windstorm. Here it is on Thursday, and what we're watching is the low pressure, that big L. And this one, again, threatening pressure records in this part of the world for this time of year. So, you know, we did that last week, and whenever you get a really strong system and we measure the strength of a system by its pressure level, the lower the pressure, the stronger the low, then that gives us really powerful winds. And that's what we'll see. Look at that thing on Friday. Oh, it gets cranking once it's east of the Rockies. And all those reds and purples and yellows are all wind gusts beyond 40 miles per hour. So let's show you that. Here we are in the morning on Friday morning, and it's windy as we start Friday, but nothing all that unusual. You know, March is a pretty windy month, so we get 30, 35 mile per hour wind gusts to start, but by the afternoon, look at it. I mean, we're into the purple. We're talking 40, 45, 50, or 55 mile per hour wind gusts. So that's before we get any storms fired up, and it's just rocking winds for us. Now, it won't stay. That's the gust. It won't be 50 miles per hour constantly, but it will be these bursts that come and go a few times per hour or, every 10 minutes, something like that, where it pops up that high. On top of that, then we could throw in some thunderstorms. And the risk zone right now is east of Kansas City. But this is a little bit of an incomplete picture because the risk zones on far out days 4, 5, and 6, they only have 2 levels, severe possible and severe likely. And we have that possible severe chance off to our east of Kansas City. But by tomorrow, don't be surprised whenever we have the full suite of 5 risk levels, which we have for days 1, 2, and 3, if Kansas City is not included in a low risk for severe weather on Friday. I anticipate that we will. So regardless, it's low chances. I'm not expecting an outbreak of severe weather on Friday, but it's possible with this big powerful low that we see some thunderstorms fire up and they have 60 plus mile per hour wind gusts on top of the background wind. They could have some hail. There is a low tornado risk. So that's something that we'll have to monitor and watch. Timing here is late afternoon and into the evening. And not everybody's even going to see rain on Friday, let alone severe weather. It's just possible that we see some of those in our general area. So here, let me show it to you on forecast radar. The morning's dry, Friday morning, 7 a.m., nothing going on. Much of the day dry, but by 4 o'clock, now we fire them up. And Again, scattered, not widespread. Not everybody's in it, but we'll have some rain around and likely some thunderstorms. They'll probably hang, depending on when they get started. Will they start at 4? Will they start at 6? They'll probably have about a 3-hour window of rain in our area and storminess before they're gone. So by 10 o'clock, I said 4 to 10. By 10, they're done. They're out of here. And I'm pretty confident we'll be wrapped up with it before we're all going to bed Friday night. And then Saturday, you look into your Saturday and thinking, oh no, first warn, whatever, is that going to be a rainy day? No, I think Saturday's dry. It's really just the temperature drop and the wind. So speaking of the wind on Saturday, this is what we'll deal with. 35, 40 mile per hour, maybe 45 mile per hour wind gusts in a few spots, but generally about a 35 mile per hour wind gust on Saturday. That's pretty windy. You know, that's enough where if you wanted to go out to a patio, wouldn't recommend it. You know, if you've got, kids playing soccer or something, that could be a problem, or just trying to go out and enjoy the day. It's just kind of tough to enjoy the day whenever it's that windy outside. So just so you know, that's just a highlight, so you know. The other thing is temperatures. Man, are they up? I mean, our normal high is 54. We beat that by 20 plus degrees tomorrow. Tomorrow warmer than today. Wednesday's awesome. Thursday's awesome, 78. The record on Thursday is 82. And now we're only 4 degrees away from that, and we might get it. We might have a record high on Thursday. We'll see. Friday, with the wind, with the storms, it's still a really warm day at 77. But then the backside of that system comes through. That's the cooler side, and we drop by about 20 to 25 degrees. But we are so warm, so unusually warm, that whenever we see that drop, it only takes us back down to normal. In fact, Saturday may still be warmer than what's average for this time of year. 55 is our forecast right now. Okay, so there's our current weather cam across the plaza. It is so sweet outside. What an evening here to enjoy in March. We've got 60s to the north and low 60s at that. Bethany, Cameron, you can see where it switches from green to yellow. That's where we have a warm front that's going to lift north. So that's why you were cooler to our north today and warmer to our south. I mean, we're still at 75 in Clinton, and 70s real common south on the warm side of that front. So the evening planner here in KC, 60s for another several hours, then upper 50s. We don't hit our normal high for our temperature until nearly midnight tonight. It's clear, it's awesome, just great. Here's your Wednesday morning. Surprise, surprise, it's warm by about 10 degrees above average, so 43. Some of us will be near 50 again. Again, cooler to our north. We'll have some 30s in Bethany and Maryville, but a great, very almost spring-like morning for some of us. And with that, you've got sunshine, you've got light southeast winds, and the afternoon is off the charts. 75 and sunshine with light winds is a remarkable day. I don't know what else we could ask for besides that. High temperatures, a little bit more consistent tomorrow, low to mid 70s. We shouldn't have this big 15-degree spread, kind of like we did today. And then tomorrow, too, Kansas fans, we've got a game, the Big 12 Championship out at T-Mobile Center. So KU's going to take on the winner of tonight's game of Utah versus UCF, and we're going to be in the 60s at the start of the game and at the end of the game. With light winds, it's warm, it's pleasant. Go out at T-Mobile. I think tickets are like $35. They're not that bad. Here's that 7-day. I'll give you the full thing. Thursday, let me highlight Thursday for you here because we've got a lunar eclipse, a total lunar eclipse. Now, you got to be a night owl to see this thing as it's going to peak. I believe it's like 1:26 a.m., something like that. But midnight to 4 a.m. on Friday is when you'll see this. Now, a lunar eclipse is whenever the Earth's shadow is cast over the moon and it turns this reddish tint, so you'll still see it, but it turns like blood red. So something that you could check out Thursday night or early Friday. Then Friday comes in, there's your first warn. Notice the rain chance on Friday is not 100%. I'm not saying you will get rain, you will get storms. No, I'm saying that they'll be out there, and 40% chance right now. There's going to be a good number of us that probably skate through without getting a drop. Saturday, 55, and we also have the Snake Parade. So we'll be out there. A lot of us from KCTV are going to be in the parade, so you can come check it out if you want. So we will be out even with a first warn day. You can too. It's just going to be not as nice. 40s and windy in the morning, 50s and windy in the afternoon, but we're likely to stay dry. I kept it 20%. That's mainly south of the metro. We'll see if that happens. Sunday's a little better, 54, sunshine, not as windy. Then we pop right back up. Look at St. Patrick's Day, 71 the high temperature. We're way back above normal again, and 70s will hold into Tuesday. So the cool days are right there on our weekend, unfortunately, but we're just, we're lucky to have this kind of stretch of weather, even if it's not on our weekend. Tuesday, by the way, if you've got plans on Tuesday, it's going to be kind of windy again. So we've got winds on Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday. That's the latest for you. I hope that breakdown helps out as you plan out the rest of your week and even into your weekend and beyond. That's always the goal. We just want to show you what we see and hope that helps as you go about planning your life. All right, so we've got updates at 10. We'll see you then. In the meantime, soak in this night. It's patio weather. Go enjoy. We'll catch you at 10. Take care.